தீதரசீவர தகவாரிச குகையில் அறிவாய் ரமி பரமாத்துமன் அருணாச்சல ரமணன் பரிவால் உளம் முருகானல பரனார்ந்திடு குகையார்ந்து அறிவாம் விழித்திரவாய் நிசம் அறிவாய் அது வெளியாம் அண்ணாமலையாய் அடியேனை ஆண்ட அன்றே ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாய் எனக்கோர் குறையுண்டோ குறையும் குணமும் நீ அல்லால் என்னேனிவற்றை என் உயிரே எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய் கண்ணே உந்தன் கழழினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே கண்ணே உந்தன் கழழினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே. ஓம் அதிமதுர சாபஹஸ்தாம் அபரிமிதாம் மோதபான சௌபாக்யாம் அருணாம் அதிசய கருணாம் அபிநவ குலசுந்தரீம் வந்தே. ஓம் ஐம் ஹ்ரீம் ஸ்ரீம். யதः சர்வாணி பூதானி பிரதிபாந்தி ஸ்திதானி ச யத்ரைவோபசமம் யாந்தி தஸ்மை சத்யாத்மனே நமः. Now we shall chant 7th chapter, 7th verse. Valmiki concludes this capsulation of the knowledge given by Vasistha. Akinnam kshanamaasinaha Pashya samsara natakam Chidhanandaganam swachham Atmanam cha vibhavaya Evam stasyasi nityam chet Tirnosi bhavasagarat. Hey Rama, without giving room for any despondency, any dejection, Pashya samsara natakam. You just watch and observe. Watch this samsara as a drama, as a leela of the Lord. Don't get disturbed. Don't get attached. We get attached and then we get disturbed. So, it is not there. It is only an appearance. Because of our own mind's creation, you see it. So, therefore, just watch and observe. As I told you, if we take it seriously, we suffer. If we take it lightly, we enjoy. That is how it is. So, with this knowledge and understanding and with this maturity, we should be able to look everything as just a leela of the Lord. Leela ivvulagan bharati solluvar Atichudila. So, just it's a natakam. Pashya samsara natakam. So, instead of wasting all our energies, all our time in sorting out this samsara, let Lord take care of it. And you Focus your attention on the self. Vanda velai kavani. So that will be more rewarding actually, more fulfilling. So whatever we have to do in the world outside, do it. And whatever happens is prasada. Accept it. And move on. Don't regret for anything. Just move on. Everything is a learning. And always to be focused on the goal of our life. What is the goal of our life? To know oneself and abide in it. Full stop. See, again and again, I'm not saying to know God, because God cannot be known. Only the self can be known, or it cannot be known also. Only you can abide in the self. You understand? So, Arivadar Kondrillai, Undi Para. There's nothing to know. See, actually speaking, எவ்வளவு ரிலீஃப் தெரியுமா அது அறிவதற்கு ஒன்றில்லை சொன்னா நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். செய்வதற்கு ஒன்றில்லை. There is nothing to do. Why? Everything is done already. What a relief. There is nothing to know. What a relief. See, all these masters, what they are asking us to do, don't worry about anything. Samsara natakam. Don't take anything seriously. Nothing worth it. Don't take it seriously. See, it should relieve us, na. அப்பா ஒண்ணுமே கஷ்டப்பட வேண்டாமா, இது சீரியஸா எடுத்துக்க வேண்டாமா, வேண்டாம். ஸோ நான் என்ன செய்யணும் இப்போ? ஒன்றும் செய்ய வேண்டாம். ஏன்னா என் மனசு இப்படி இருக்கே, உலகம் இப்படி இருக்கே, அது அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். வாட் இஸ் திஸ்? இட் இஸ் இன் பிரகிருதி, மாயா பிரகிருதி. ஸோ டோன்ட் வரி டூ மச் அபவுட் இட். ஸோ நவ் ஃபோக்கஸ் யுவர் அட்டென்ஷன் ஆன் தி செல்ஃப். Self also, it is not to be known as an object. Swayam Jyotihi, it reveals itself. Just be quiet, it will reveal itself. There also, don't expect anything, because those expectations are the obstacles. Once again, it is the trick of the mind, play of the ego. So all the sankalpa has to be renounced, including the sankalpa of getting moksha or having that liberated state. Then there is peace. I tell you, the worldly person is not peaceful because he wants to attain something in the world, some name and fame or something, wealth, all those. And the sadhaka is still miserable. He wants to attain God. Thank God. There is nothing to achieve, nowhere to go. What a relief, அறிவதற்கு ஒன்றுமில்லைங்கிற வார்த்தை ரொம்ப. See, I told you earlier also, I told you, when we studied Vedanta in the ashram, different texts and different school of thoughts, we were so confused, confounded, and so disturbed. What is truth? This or that? That Mahatma is saying that way, this Mahatma is saying this way. And then when I had gone to Sri Lanka as an Acharya, and somebody presented the book Nachindane by Yoga Swami, there he said, அறிவதற்கு ஒன்றில்லை, சாத்திர பேய் தழுவி கொள்ளாதே. Don't embrace the satira pay, the ghost pay of these shastras. Purna nanmonatil sugithiradai, something he says like that. You just be. And Harivadar Kondril. When I read that word, Harivadar Kondrilai, you cannot understand how much I felt relieved. Appa, alla vela Harivadar Kondrilai. அந்த அறிவு தான் ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். ஏன்னு கேட்டா இது சூட்சுமமான விஷயம், அறியவே முடியாதது. அறிவதற்கு ஒன்றில்லை உந்தி பெற. So there is nothing to be known. The world is not worth knowing, and God anyway you cannot know, and the self, it cannot be known as an object. So what to be done? Nothing to be done. So be as you are. Watch the samsara natakam, the drama of life, and meditate on this self as indicated by the scriptures. Whatever the rishis, munis have given us, all these wonderful verses, contemplate on it. See, onnumilla, morning and evening for 15 minutes, if we can chant this mantra, asangoham, 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 punah punaha, so much of peace it gives. Satchidananda Rupoham Aha. Ahameva ahamavyayaha. Just chant this, mind will be peaceful. So the maturity is not to seek anything and be peaceful with oneself, contented and peaceful. நான் ஏன் இப்படி இருக்கேன், நான் ஏன் செய்ய மாட்டேங்கிறேன், அது செய்ய மாட்டேங்கிறேன், what happened to this world, what happened to me? Pashya samsara nata. In fact, all these acharyas and great mahatmas, they are pulling out all the problems from our life, all the issues. அவ்வளவு ஆறுதலை கொடுக்குறாங்க ஆக்சுவலா when we understand. So that is why the last verse is so beautiful. So watch the natakam, drama of samsara, and meditate on the self alone. Having meditated for a long time, you will cross this ocean of samsara. That bhumikas we learnt now, slowly we graduate ourselves from the first to second, second to third, like that we reach the seventh. That is the turiya. And that is the ultimate. There is nothing more than to it. So definitely you cross the ocean of samsara. Now, eighth verse and all we have seen. Hey Rama. No, Bharadwaja is asking. You say Rama has gone into the samadhi. Then how did Vasistha woke him up and prompted him to perform his worldly duties? Then Valmiki answers. He says, Vasistha talking to Rama, Hey Rama, Mahabaho, Mahapurusha, Hey Chinmaya, this is not the time for you to retire. Na, I am Vishranti Kalahahi. Lokananda Karo Bhava. Now you are full of joy, brimming with joy. Now go and give joy to the whole world. See, whatever we have inside, that only we can give. When you have a lot of money, you can give some money. When you have a lot of joy, you can give joy to the world. If you are so miserable, better shut the door and all the windows and just remain in your room. Don't go out. Why? Already the world is miserable. You need not go and add to it. When we are miserable, we spread only miseries. That is why our Acharya says, the wise one spreads happiness wherever they go, and the otherwise whenever they go. Because in their presence, everybody is miserable. Why? Because he is embodiment of misery. So he can give only misery to everybody. If you are so restless within, what you can do? You can only create restlessness everywhere. Only when you are very peaceful within, there is peace around you. People can enjoy or can appreciate that peace. Already people are very restless and disturbed. Why you should add to it? Already people are very miserable, discontented. If you are miserable, please don't go out and add more misery to the world. Just be within your room and cry. Cry means what? You tell the Lord, oh Lord, I am feeling very miserable. Lord will say, may you be more miserable. Nobody can help you. Why? You have been given the satsanga, acharya and everything. And he says you are Puranam. And he says, Oru Kuraivum illai. And then if you still say, I am miserable, may you be miserable always. Therefore, hey Rama, now you go out and give joy. The devotees are waiting for you. All the great devotees, Rishi Munis are waiting for you. Ananda Karo Bhava. What a beautiful thing. So, only purpose of life is to spread joy and happiness. Nothing else. For that you should have in abundance within you. For that you should abide in the self. Because self alone is the source of all bliss. You understand? So that is why when you go near a Mahatma, in the presence of Mahatma, you feel peaceful and happy. See, this is one sign of a Mahatma. He is so peaceful that you feel very comfortable and restful and peaceful in his presence. You understand? And then he says, Yaval loka paramarsho nirudaha Nirudha nasti yoginaha tavad drida samadhitvam na bhavati. If there are any unfulfilled obligations, duties, then this mind cannot get absorbed. See, because you give so importance to it. Suppose, let us say, an example, your husband is very ill and he is really suffering there. And you feel, no, I have to go to this camp, I want to learn Yoga Vasistha. And when you come there, come here, howsoever you try to focus your attention, see, it is not wrong. I am not saying it is right or wrong. I am just telling you the fact. When you are here, your mind will always be there. Ayyo, pavam, enna sera, nama vittu vanditome. Ennadha irundhalum, we should have been there, attending to him. Pavam, pavam. Like that, mind will not settle down. You understand what I am saying? So, when you take that to be a very serious relationship, that is, see, in Vyavahara speaking, that is your bounden duty. See, Agni Sakshi adana solli namba idu pannirukkom. We will be there in ups and downs, in Sukha and Dukkha and sollumbodhu. When you have taken up that commitment, you are committed to it. You cannot sit quietly, peacefully when somebody is suffering like that. So, you have to go and attend. If a child is really having that jaram, fever, high fever and crying, can you ever concentrate on anything else? Then it is your duty to attend and help and, adala seyadam. But only thing is, எல்லாத்தையும் தலையில போட்டு எல்லாம் செஞ்சுட்டே இருந்தோம்னா அப்புறம் இதுக்கு ஒண்ணுமே இருக்காது. அதுதான் சொல்ல வரும். But at the same time, if you feel very obliged to certain things, then you have to fulfill it. Otherwise, you cannot sit peacefully. Your mind will not get absorbed. Another example I tell you, very, very silly example. A housewife who is very devoted to the household duties, she wants to meditate, she can sit. It rains, drizzles. She cannot sit peacefully. She has put the clothes to dry. She cannot sit peacefully, I tell you. If it rains, then she has to go up and let it become wet. Later when the sun comes, இல்ல சுவாமிஜி நாத்தம் வந்துரும், வந்துட்டு போகுது கொஞ்ச நேரம், அப்புறம் திருப்பி ஓடி துவைச்சிருவேன். No. I cannot sit peacefully. I have to go up and take the clothes. And for me, I have noticed, when the tank gets full and it overflows, I cannot sit quiet in my room. I get very angry. தண்ணி இவ்வளவு கஷ்டமா இருக்கு, why are they doing this? Why are they so irresponsible? அது அணைக்க கூட முடியாதான்னு. Not even 2 seconds. He is standing there and trying to, அதுக்குள்ள you get angry. Because we feel water is very precious and here we don't get water, scarcity of water. So for me, because I am in the ashram and trying to think that I am responsible and all, what happens when you sit quietly, when the water overflows from the tank, you cannot sit quietly. I used to tell myself, தண்ணி கொட்டிட்டு போகுது, எல்லாம் ட்ரை ஆகிட்டு போகுது, கிணறுலாம் ட்ரை ஆகிட்டு போகுது, என்ன நடக்கும் மேக்ஸிமம்? We will go somewhere where there is water. See, this is what it is said. When you feel very compelled from within that this is my duty, I have to fulfill it, I am obliged to it, you cannot focus your mind on anything else. Finish it off. But don't add extra thing on your head. We only take all duties on our head, saying that, no, I should do this also, do that also. The ability to say no, not further, that is wisdom, Whatever life brings, fulfill it. But don't add extra to it. But mostly we add extra to it. You understand? நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி தான், ஆசிரமே கட்டக்கூடாதுன்னு சொன்னார் Swamiji. We have built an ashram. Now people come and tell me, Swamiji, why can't you have a cow? I will donate to you. I tell them, no, I will not accept. Only when you donate the cow and build a shed, and you should come and take care of the cow. Then we will have a cow here. He is working in the IT and earning 2 lakhs per month. You give up your job, come with your wife and children, we will accommodate you, give you food. You sit here, you build a cow shed and donate 2 cows and you should take care till the cow dies. அதோட போகாதே, அது குட்டி போடுமே அப்புறம். 2 cows become 20 cows. You should become responsible for that. I will not give that cow to anybody else to kill. Till it dies, you should take care. If you are ready for that, then you do it. You come and comfortably dump everything on my head. நான் ஏற்கனவே நொந்து போயிருக்கேன். அப்புறம் மாடு பால் கறக்கிறது, அதுக்கு புல்லு போடுறது, புண்ணாக்கு வைக்கிறது என் வேலையா போடும். Because that fellow will go on leave for 20 days. இந்த சுவாமிஜி மாட்டு கொட்டாரு சான் தப்பு கிடையாது. I'm not saying it is wrong. See, people are very intelligent. They come and dump everything on you. If you are not alert, you get drowned in this world. என்ன சுவாமிஜி ஒரு ஆசிரமம்னா ஒரு மாடு இருக்க வேண்டாம், பசுவதி மகாலட்சுமி எல்லாம் நல்லதுதான், பசுவதி மகாலட்சுமி. You come and take care of it. See? So please don't go and try to put everybody on soup. இவர் ஆசிரமம் வரும்போது நல்ல பால் குடிக்கணுமா? That is the idea. See, actually we are getting very good cow's milk from the village. And we are very happy about it. Though it comes little late, we are happy about it. அதோட போயிடும். 5 மணி குடிக்க வேண்டிய காப்பி 6:45 குடிச்சா பரவாயில்ல தானே, வாழ்க்கை ஃபுல்லா நொந்து உட்கார்ந்து கிடக்கிறதுக்கு. See, ordinary people what they do, they rear cow till it gives milk, they take care. Then they give it for kashapu kadai. பாபமாக்குவது. It's very பாபம். But people don't feel that way. They feel it is done, dusted, finished, use and throw. Like that, if you are there, you can do anything. But we are very concerned. When you say it is Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi, it's a Go Mata, after your mother becoming old, will you throw her away? She has given you milk, she has taken care of you, she has brought you up. No, she has become old, more than 60, nobody is allowed here. Will you ever do that? Similarly to the Gomata, na? So, if you are ready to take care of the Gomata till she dies, and also her offshoots. See, that is why Bhagavan was avoiding it. People, he said, no. But they dumped on, it has to happen, he accepted. Okay, we are very ill. Now was 200 cows. நல்லா இருக்கு சுவாமிஜி, இந்த ஆசிரமத்துக்கு எவ்வளோ மரம், மாடுகள். மாடு நல்லா இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு பார்க்கறதுக்கு, அவங்க என்ன அவதிப்படுறாங்கன்னு நீங்க தான் போய் பார்க்கணும். Sometimes you may not get cow dung, this whatever, fodder, you may not get sometimes, and water scarcity, so many things, What I'm saying, we should not add things on our head, chumma unnecessarily. See, suppose, let us say, if you don't have a child, you should feel very happy and blessed. Aha, God has given this opportunity for me to think about him. No, I will go and adopt. See, adoption is good. You are giving some life to that child. See, I'm not saying from a spiritual point of view, I'm telling you, God has given you this opportunity to grow. Why can't you use that time? Or maybe somebody is having an orphanage, you help them. That is one thing. But you taking the whole responsibility, what will happen? Whole life you have to toil unnecessarily. God has not given you that duty towards you. No, I feel compelled, உலகத்தை நாதானே காப்பாற்றணும். You need not save this world. ஒரு குழந்தை காப்பாற்ற உலகத்தை காப்பாற்றணுமா ஆயிடுமா? See, what I mean to say is, as a seeker, we only add everything on our head and we suffer till our end. So we should accept Lord's prasada. You understand? That is what I mean to say. So therefore, if you are compelled from within, feel that it is your duty, you cannot sit quiet. Oh Lord, oh Rama, you have come here for some different purpose, I know it. So therefore, you have to fulfill all your duties towards your subjects, because you have been born as a Rajakumaran. And also, Deva Karyam is waiting for you. You are here only for that. Therefore, now you get up and act. Later, you can renounce everything and just abide in the self. This is not the time. That is what he said. So now 12th verse. Eva mukto vasisthena Ramodhasharatistatha Sarvaishana vinirmuktaha Vinayadidam abhravit. Eva mukto vasishtena. Having instructed thus by Vasishta, his guru, Ramaha, the great Rama, Dasharatihi, the son of Dasharatha, Dasharatihi. What a wonderful thing. Son of Dasharatha, Tada, then, Sarva Yeshana Vinirmuktaha, who is freed from all desires. Yeshana means desires. See, there are three kinds of Yeshana. One is called as Vitteshana, to earn wealth more and more, security, all those stuff, for life. So that is Vitteshana. And then Putra Ishana, for progeny, desire for progeny, for that Parampara, to prosper, to flourish. That is Putra Ishana. And another is Lokeshana, to be something in the society, name and fame. These are all different Ishanas, generally for any human being. And for a seeker or for a sadhak, Shastra Ishana. Want to know more. Adu or disease I don't know. So he has got no Ishana whatsoever. He feels totally fulfilled because he is enlightened now. So therefore, Sarva Yeshana Vinirmuktaha, having given up all the Ishanas. See, even for a very great sadhak, seeker, this Loka Yeshana is very difficult to give up. Loka Yeshana means name and fame. Like people recognize and they offer them prostrate and he is revered. That becomes a big thing, you know. In Ulladinarpada Anubandham, Bhagavan writes, as the words of Sadashiva Brahmendra, Veshi Vasham Pukkar Adimai, he says, as a person who has become a slave of a Veshi, prostitute, he cannot come out of it. Once he is so this thing about praise, Puhal, அப்படியே மயங்கி போயிடுவான். He cannot come out of it. So that is very subtle. I tell you, I have seen it even in great sannyasis, great people. If you praise them, they become very happy. இன்னும் கொஞ்சம். They encourage you. But still they say, oh, எல்லா புகழும் இறைவனுக்கு. The Lord is a doer. But inside, they feel very happy. I tell you, very subtle. We feel we are the doer. We are the enjoyer. That is very deep in us. So somebody praises you for your achievements, accomplishments. You truly become very happy inside. Prasannata. Sometimes I wonder, we have these impressions of the camp now. We wonder, subtly, do we have this kind of idea? People should come and talk about the impressions of the camp. What will they say? Swamiji, it was wonderful. Your talks, my God, enlightening. Aha, ho, ho. You also come. If somebody comes and criticizes, then next time you are not allowed to talk. So sometimes I feel whether we are giving into that kind of a thing, but it has become a ritual. And people don't now wait. Swamiji, what about valedictory function? What is valedictory function? Ask all the devotees to talk. So these Eshanas are there. And very subtle is Kirti. This love for name, fame. And Hanumanji was one who was always pleased when he hears the stories of Rama. That is, he is a devotee. But we are very pleased when we hear the stories of our own self. That is the difference, you know. So he is freed from all these Eshanas. Vinirmuktaha, Vinayad, Idam Abhravid. With great humility, Idam Abhravid. He spoke thus. Already Rama was very humble. By birth, Rama was very humble. And with this self-realization, he lost all his ego sense. Ego-less he has become. So real humility, he spoke thus. See how beautifully he speaks, you know. Sri Rama Uvacha Vidirva me nishidho va tvat Vidirva me nishedho va Tvat prasadhanna vidyate evam satyapi vakyam te karaniyam maya sada vedagama puraneshu smritishvapi mahamune smritishvapi guror vakyam vidhi proktah nishedastad viparyayaha. How beautiful. See what he is saying, Tvat prasadat, by your grace. Tvat prasadat, because of your grace, by your grace. Vidhi va nishedo me na vidyate. Now, in my present state, I don't feel I have anything else to do, or I am compelled to do anything. Or nisheda means what? That you are banned from doing something. That is called nishedam. I don't feel I am bound by vidhi nisheda now because of your prasada. Because he has lost all the sense of doership and enjoyership, no ego, he feels that I feel because of your prasada, there is no vidhi nisheda for me. Meaning what? I have to do this, I should avoid doing that. All these ideas are there as long as the ego is asserting. For him now he says, I don't feel that I have got any such compulsions of doing something or refraining from doing something. It is said even the scriptures cannot dictate to this Mahatma that he has to do this, he should not do this, no. So he says, Tat prasadat, because of your grace, O Guru, because of your Upadesha, now I have realized my true self, which is Puranam, which is Shuddham, Swachham. I am not compelled by any Vidhi Nisheda. Means I know very well that I am not obliged to do something or to avoid doing something. But still, evam satyaha, evam satu api, even though this is true, te vakyam karaniyam maya sada. I have to carry out your instructions. That's what I feel. Why? You are my Guru. So, vakyam te, your vakyam means your words. Karaniyam maya sada. Always, I have to carry out your instructions, your orders. See how beautiful. This is why it is said, Vinayad idam abravit. With all humility he was telling. என்ன சொல்றார் அப்படின்னா என்ன சொல்றான்னு கேட்டா, as a enlightened soul, no vidhi nisheda applies to me. I am totally free from all actions, but still I feel always I need to carry out the dictates or instructions of my Guru. So what he is saying, te vakyam karaniyam. I have to do whatever you instruct me. That is how I feel now. Why? Vedagama Puraneshu, Smritishu api, in the Veda Agamas also, in the Puranas also, in Smriti means like Bhagavad Gita, like the Smriti Granthas also, it is said, hey Mahamune, it is said, Guror Vakyam Vidhi, Nishedam Tad Viparyayaha. What is Vidhi? Whatever Guru says, that is Vidhi, means what? That is obligated duty for you. That is ought to be done. That is vidhi. Nishedam, what is banned, what you have to refrain from, whatever Guru says you should not, you should not. Whatever Guru says you should, you should. So here he says, all the Shastras say, whatever Guru says, that is vidhi. See, the vidhi nishedam technical term, only when you appreciate the meaning of that vidhi nisheda, you will appreciate these words. Injunction, injunction, right? Shastra injunction, Shastras. Vedo nityam adhiyatam taduditam karmasvanushthiyatam. You study Vedas and then whatever the Vedic injunction, that alone you should carry out. Injunction means what? Vedas say, this you have to do. Vidhi. Vidhi means these are all the dharmic things to do. Nisheda, this you should not do. Here Rama says, for me I don't know about all those things. And in my present state, I feel I am not compelled by any Vidhi Nisheda, but still all the Shastras are talking, saying that whatever Guru says, that is Vidhi, Shastra injunction. Whatever Guru says, don't do, you should not do. Swamiji, I got a message just from my house that one of my relative died. I think I got that asaucham. Asaucham todakkunnu solluvaanga illaya. So what can I do, Swamiji? I feel I should go from the camp now. The Guru says, no need, you be here. But how can I come to the temple? How can I attend classes? Todakku irukku enakku romba appadi ottittu irukku. Shastras, Dharma Shastras say, whatever Dharma Shastras say, whatever anybody say, if you feel that he is my Guru, then whatever he says, that is the Veda Vakya, that is Dharma Shastra, that is Vidhi. Nishedha means what? Okay, enough now, now you go back. Nee camp la attend panna venda, you go back. That is Nishedha means you should not come here. Okay. That is how we have to live. That is the relationship between the Guru and Shishya from those days onwards. Here Rama says that not only Veda Agamas, all the Puranas, everybody, even the Smriti Granthas, they say, what is Vidhi? Whatever Guru says, that is Vidhi. What is Nishedha? Whatever Guru says, don't do. Even though it is illogical, it is not to be done. That is what Rama says. Therefore, I will do whatever you instruct me. See, even the Uddhava Gita, Krishna says about this issue of what is to be done, not to be done. He says, if a Brahmana or an enlightened one, if he says something, even if it is not agreeable or logical or reasonable, you should do it, he says in Uddhava Gita. Oh, beautiful actually. He talks about all these things within Nisheda, and then he says, so like that, here Rama, beautifully he says, see, we go and sort of offer our prostrations to the teacher or anybody. What is the meaning of prostration? I surrender unto you. I will trust and obey. That is the idea. That is the gesture. But only we prostrate and we think we know everything more, better. And sometimes people think, Swamiji doesn't know anything about Vyavahara. Pavam chinna kolanda. Avarku anubavam pattadu. About Vedanta he has learned something. Okay. But Vyavahara he doesn't know. Therefore Vyavahara, whatever my mind suggests I will do. Maybe Vedanta I may listen. This is not the attitude or approach. If you consider or if you take somebody as your real Guru, then you have to listen. There is no question like Vidhi Nishedha. Dharma Shastra has said that. Shut up. What Dharma Shastra? When our Acharya says that. Some people they say, I have this pratam, that pratam, all those things. He says, when you are with your Acharya teacher, if he says eat, you should eat. Finish. No, vratam, இன்னைக்கு வெள்ளிக்கிழமை நீ மலை சுத்துறேன் என்ன சுத்து நீ ஆனா when your Acharya say eat, you should eat. If you don't eat, நீ எவ்வளவு மலை சுத்தினாலும் பிரயோஜனம் கிடையாது. See, this time, few devotees that come from Sri Lanka and all, they are very, very pious people, They are Shaivites, very devoted to Lord Shiva. So while going on Girivalam, they maintain everything. Like they don't eat, they don't even drink water also. Such pious people. But I am a different person. I go and have ice cream also on the way. So I told them, even Bhagwan when he sets out, sometimes he eats and he relaxes. So 2-3 days also he goes on a Girivalam. When he starts, it may take even 2-3 days for him to complete. So, please eat. No, I will not eat. Varadam Swamiji, Varadam. But that boy who was my student for so long, he just kept quiet and happily ate with me. The other people, they go say, no, Varadam, we don't eat. That fellow, he knows. And he is a very wonderful fellow. He just ate with me. And we were happy eating. Those people, their prarabdha is to starve that day. But from that standpoint, it is okay that Shiva, Vali Parrom, Vradam, Abdi. But when your guru or teacher says, do, you should do it. That's all. That is what Rama says. Therefore, whatever your instruction, I will carry out. Oh Guru, he says. Ityuktva charanau tasya Vasishtasya mahatmanaha Shirasyadhaya sarvatma Sarvan prahadayanidhi Iti yuktva, having said thus, Tasya Vasishtasya Mahatmanaha Charanau Shirasya Adhaya. Ennartham? Tasya Vasishtasya Vasishtas Charanau, his feet keeping on his own head. Vasishtasya Charanau Shirasya Adhaya, having taken up the feet of the teacher on his head. There are two ways. One, we keep our head on the feet of the teacher. Other thing is, here it is said, taking the feet of the teacher and keeping on his head. Tiruvadi Dikshinlam kuda paathom illaya? Andha madri. Here, Tasya Vasishtasya, that great Mahatman, the Vasishtasya, Charanau, his feet, taking that feet and keeping on his head. Sarvatma, the self of all, Sri Rama. Here Sarvatma means, it indicates Rama. Sarvatma, the self of all, Sri Rama. Sarvan Praha, he addressed the gathering. Whoever were there, assembled there, he addressed them. Dayanidhi, treasure house of compassion. Rama is a treasure house of compassion. Thus he spoke. So why he is Dayanidhi, treasure house of compassion? Because he is Sarvatma. Because he is self of all, he sees himself in everybody. There is naturally love and compassion. Dayanidhi, treasure house of compassion, Sri Rama, who is the self of all, taking the feet of the teacher on his head, he spoke thus. What did he speak to the gathering, to the people around? What did he say? Sarve shrunuta bhadram vaha Nishchayena sunishchitam Atma jnanat param nasti Gurorapi cha tadvidaha Ragavasya tadha murgni Pushpavrishtir papataha Sarvam Shrunuta. Sarvam Shrunuta. Now listen, all of you. Vaha means all of you. Now listen. He is addressing his brothers and all the ministers and everybody who assembled there. He says, Sarve Vaha Shrunuta. Now listen to me. O people, O my subjects, listen to me. Bhadram, I am going to tell you something very auspicious. Nishchayena sunishchitam. Through my own contemplation, I have reached to this conclusion. Sunishchitam means what? I have arrived at this conclusion. Nishchayena means what? Through proper contemplation, proper reflection, I have come to this absolute conclusion. Sunishchitam, without any doubt, I have come to this conclusion. What is the conclusion? Atma jnanat param nasti. There is nothing like Atma jnana. That is the highest, the supreme knowledge. Why? It liberates you. And all the shoka moha is gone. See here, Guruji writes saying that Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate. Gita says. There is nothing as purifying as the self-knowledge. Why? The ego is the impurity in us that creates all sorts of, adharma. When the ego is killed or destroyed through proper self-knowledge, that is the real knowledge. That is the real pavitram iha vidyate. So he says, Atma jnanat param nasti. There is nothing superior or greater than Atma jnanam. Atma jnana means what? Knowledge of one's own self. Why? Now we are confused about our own self. We are only playing roles. We take that to be our own identity. But true self is something else, which encompasses everything. Atma jnanat param nasti guroho api cha tadvidaha. And there is nothing greater than the guru who is the embodiment of self-knowledge, who is abiding in the self. One thing is self-knowledge is the thing, and the guru who is always abiding in the self-knowledge, he is a living example of the self-knowledge, or he is demonstrating what is self-knowledge. So nothing greater than guru, nothing greater than Atma jnanam, and nothing greater than guru. So that is why Adi Shankara says, you can have this Advaita Bhavanam with everybody else, but not with your guru. Even though you are enlightened, even though you have this Advaita Bhavana can be, had with anything else, but not with your guru. When it comes to the guru, only humility and surrender. So here he says, Atma jnanat param nasti. There is nothing superior to Atma jnanam. Guroho api. There is nothing greater than guru, because he is an embodiment of this Atma jnanam. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, Pavitram Idam Uttamam, Pratyakshaavagamam Dharmyam, Susukham Kartum Avyayam. Chapter 9, about Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, it is said, there is nothing greater than this. Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam. I am the self-knowledge amongst all knowledges. In the 10th chapter in the Vibhuti Yoga, Krishna says, I am the self-knowledge among all the knowledges. There are so many other knowledge, See, that is why our ashram is named as Atma Vidya. Why not Brahma Vidya? See, Brahman also is experienced only when it is Atma Swarupam. Otherwise, what is the meaning of Brahman? Like God, you say, na? Is there any meaning of this word God? God. Where is God? Who is God? Only when you realize yourself, there is meaning for any God. Otherwise, God is another concept in your mind. And we don't have any idea of God. And we talk all things about God as if we know everything. So Atma Jnanat Par. See, that is why I have told you earlier also, in the Viveka Chudamani, 580 odd verses, there is no mention of God anywhere. I was stunned. In Manduke Karika, 4 chapters, there is nothing about God. Oh my God. Now the atheist kadayadu. I am not an atheist. See, you see me, na? We have got Ganesha here, Shiva there, Ambal there, Krishna here, and contemplating of bringing Rama. No. I am Rama. Abdi sollikka vendudam. So, no. See, and we have morning, the worship at Ganesha Sannidhi, and then we have pujas. It is not that we are atheist or anything, but people don't understand anything about God, and they spread only ignorance. But that is okay. To some extent, it is okay because that is good. But sometimes people, they get very angry with atheists and Vedantis. They are fools, idiots, and they get angry with others. That is what is very annoying, as if they know everything about God. They don't know anything about it. They should be humble, na? If you are devotee, you should be humble or not. How can you sort of criticize somebody else as if you know everything? I appreciate atheists. They are honest. At least they are honest. These fellows are hypocritical most of the time. The half-baked devotees, not the real devotees. Real devotees are wonderful people. But the half-baked ones are very hypocritical. You understand? Therefore, Atma Jnanat Param Nasti. Guroho api na tadvidaha. There is nothing greater than Guru because he is abiding in the self-knowledge always. What happened, you know? Ragavasya tada, then what happened? Ragavasya mugnihi pushpavrishtihi papataha. Then what happened? Suddenly from the heavens, pumari polidnanga devargal. Meaning, then from the sky there was a shower of flowers on Rama's head. அந்த காலம் சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, தேவர்கள் பூமாரி பொழிந்தார்கள். Devas from the heavens, they were showering flower. Means acknowledging it. This is the Satyam. This is the truth. This is the truth. So what is the truth? Atma Jnanat Param Nasti. See, like every time when we conclude, the Devas from the heavens, they shower rain. Acknowledging, yes, whatever you spoke is Satyam, Satyam. Like that, it is said, Devas from the heavens, they were showering petals, flower petals on Rama's head. How beautifully, or dramatica mudikkirar parunga. Valmiki Uvacha. What is the time? Oh, 7:55 only. My God, we have got half an hour more. Valmiki Uvacha. Yetatte sarvamakhyatam Ramachandra kathanakam Anena kramayogena Bharadwaja sukhi bhava. How beautiful. Valmiki blesses his student saying, Etat te sarvam akyatam Ramachandra kadanakam. Sarvam akyatam. I have narrated to you everything about Sri Rama and how he got his enlightenment. Anena, by following this kramayogena in due order, as I have explained to you, Hey Bharadwaja, Sukhi Bhava, may you become happy. By following the Upadesha. Oh, manambona pokapadi illa. Kramayogena means what? Kramayogena means according to how it is explained. If you follow it, then you also may reach the highest. And you may also be reveling in that bliss. Hey Bharadwaja, Sukhi Bhava. See, this is the Ashirvachanam of the Guru to all of us also. When we can follow this teaching of Sage Vasistha to Sri Rama, if we can contemplate on it and if we can really follow this Upadesha, Kramayogena, according how it is explained, then we also would reach the highest Paramapadam. And Sukhi Bhava means we also would revel in that bliss. Hey Bharadwaja, Sukhi Bhava, may you become happy. That is what we want, na? We want to be happy always. Sukhi Bhava, Ayushman Bhava, அப்படி சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? அது மாதிரி Sukhi Bhava. And 19th. Mokshopayan iman punyan Pratyakshanubhavartadhan Balopyakarnya tajñatvam Yatika twadrushe katha. Moksha upayan iman. These moksha upayan, these means, upaya means for liberation, whatever I have explained to you. Punyan means what? It is liberating, na? So it is called as holy, very holy. Punyan pratyaksha anubhavartadhan, which will lead you to the direct experience. Pratyaksha anubhavam. It is not an inference. Pratyaksha anubhavam. It may lead to the direct experience of the highest. Arthadhan means what? It will lead you there. It will give you that Atma Sakshatkaram. All the upayam, whatever I have spoken to you now, that will lead you to the ultimate. Your own direct experience it may become. It would become. Balaha api akarna tat jnatvam. Even a child, when it listens to this, it will attain to this highest. In fact, the child means Balaha means what? Not child, young, like Nachiketa, like Prahallada, like the younger ones also, very younger. Balaha means ஒரு 7-8 வயசு குழந்தை வச்சுப்போமே, not 2-3 வயசு, 7-8 வயசு வச்சுப்போமே. He also, when he listens to it with Shraddha and Bhakti, he may also tat nyatvam, he may also know it. Meaning what? Actually speaking, their minds are very pure. They are a clean slate. So by some means, if they get this kind of a clarity, for them to abide will not be very difficult actually. When you grow older and older, the ego becomes very strong and you are a confused person. You have listened to all lectures from everywhere. It is another disease. You go and sit everywhere. எல்லாரும் ஒண்ணுதான்னு சொல்றாங்க, எல்லாரும் ஒண்ணு சொல்லல. You get totally confused, I am telling you. But if you are a clean slate, see, sometimes these youngsters, who come to our ashram, associate with us, they always say, Swamiji, if I can get a wife who is also spiritually inclined, who has also got some background, I tell them, no, let them come as a clean slate, that is better. They can absorb more. If they come with a confused mind, already confused with so many philosophies, they cannot accept it. They will repel. Always they compare and contrast. அங்க அதுதான் கேள்விப்பட்டேன், இங்க இப்படி சொல்றாங்க, இது சரியில்லை. Always guru. Always rebelling. See how you should listen with a complete attitude of surrender. நம்ம சுவாமி நல்ல ஒரு மனசோட சொல்றார், நல்லதுதான் சொல்லுவாருங்கிற மாதிரி கேட்டா everything will be clear. Then positive approach it is called as. See, some Christian missionaries, they also study our Vedas, scriptures. Why? To find some fault in it. With this attitude, if you study scripture, will you be benefited? You will never understand. How you should study? How I would understand? Whatever studies the truth, how I can understand? With this attitude, you have to learn. So, when you come as a clean slate, it is better always. When you come to Bhagavan Raman Maharshi, if you come with an idea that I don't know anything, immediately you will get it. If you come there after reading so many texts, if you come, then you will be cluttered. Your mind is cluttered. Always you compare with other philosophies. Why should you compare? That philosophy is like that, this philosophy is like this. But which is right? Nothing is right. Even Advaita is not right. Right means not the truth. Truth is beyond words, beyond ideas. But they are all indicators. See, suppose you are a great devotee of a Lord and you just sing His names and just surrender unto His feet, you will be liberated. If you don't know any of these scriptures also, you will be liberated only. Definitely liberated. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papyebhyaha mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. See? Onnumilla, the Satyakama, he approached his teacher. He was a very young boy. He was Satyakama, always abiding in that Satyam, truthfulness. So he approached his teacher. The teacher for Brahma Vidya. Teacher said, no, before Brahma Vidya, I will give you some 10 cows. You take it to the forest and then bring it after it becomes 100 cows. I came here for Brahma Jnanam and a Madhumika Anshar in this Guru. But he obeyed without asking any question. What is sambandham between Brahma Vidya and Madu Maikirathu? To tender the cows. He didn't ask that question. He just took the cows. He went into the forest. In the forest means a young boy. யார் சமைச்சு கொடுப்பா? ஒரு சமயக்காரியும் கூட்டு போயிடுவோம்னு நினைக்கலாமா? தேங்க் காட். அப்புறம் பெரிய கிரகஸ்தனா இருக்கும். He had gone into the forest. Guru has said he will take care, na. He has gone into the forest. இப்போ ஏதோ பழம் அதெல்லாம் கனி காயெல்லாம் இருக்குல்ல அதெல்லாம் பறிச்சு சாப்பிட ஆரம்பிச்சான். ஒண்ணுமே செய்யலாம். He didn't study any scripture. He started seeing things as they are. And then it is said, even the natural forces, they were giving upadesha to him. See, that story goes like that. Then after some time, when the cows they become 100, he came back to his guru. And he said, now I have fulfilled the instruction. Now please instruct me. The guru said, no, I could see the Brahma Tejas in your face. Already you have got everything. See, without any instruction, he got everything. Why? Because he trusted the Guru and obeyed his instruction. That's all. He didn't ask, Madu Mekradhukum Brahmajnana enna sambandham. Then he didn't go and preach to everybody. Brahmajnana venuma Madu Meka ponga. That instruction given only to him. So he went there, peacefully sat, and kannum karuthuma what he was doing? Only doing that. மாடை நல்லா பார்த்து கொழுப்பாட்டி எல்லாம் செஞ்சு சாப்பாடு கொடுத்து. See, and Brahmajnana is nothing. Brahmajnana is yathartha grahanam, seeing things as they are. இப்போ என்ன காட்சி வந்து போகுது, சத்தம் வந்து போகுது, இதெல்லாம் வந்து போகுது. See, the scenes are coming and going. The sound is coming and going. What should be done now? Nothing. Everything is Brahman only. What else should be done now? You are not going to create Brahman. If you create Brahman, it will be destroyed also. What to be done now? வந்து போகுது எல்லாம். எதுல வந்து போகுதோ அதுதான் என்னுடைய ஸ்வரூபம். வந்து போறது எல்லாமே ஸ்வரூபத்துக்கு அந்நியமும் கிடையாது. இப்படிங்கிறது it will be revealed to you. That's all. Over. See, this is not rocket science actually. Rocket science is very complicated. You have to use Monday Odekanu. But this is the simplest of all sciences. It's just you. So therefore, the thing is, when you come as a clean slate, then you are benefited more. Please understand. Balakaha api akarnya tadnyatvam. Even a child, when it listens, when it contemplates, it will know it. Then what about you? Yatika Twadrishekata. What to talk about you? You are a pure soul. He is addressing his student Bharadwaja. Valmiki is addressing Bharadwaja. Then what to say about you? You have studied scriptures. You are very pure. You are a sadhaka. Definitely you will realize. Even a child can realize. Because this is so pure. This is so simple actually. Is it, Swamiji? Yes. It is simple only. Because of our mind, we complicate it. Like, you know what? Bharadwaja, raising both his hands, he said, na, like that I am going to say something, raising both my hands. For God's grace, for God's sake, don't study too many things. Chomma indiscriminately take all books and study. Indiscriminately listen to all lectures, all sorts of. Don't do that. You will be totally confused. It is very simple actually. If you follow the line of your Guru's teaching and you apply your mind, you need not confuse yourself. It is there already. Ayye ati sulabham. There also we are restless. See, இவர் இப்படி சொல்லிட்டார் சரி, அவர் என்ன சொல்றார், அந்த மகாத்மா என்ன சொல்றான்னு பார்ப்போம். எல்லாத்தையும் அப்படியே ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணாதான் எனக்கு எல்லாம் புரிய வரும். எல்லாத்தையும் ப்ராசஸ் பண்ண புரிய வராது. அதான் இந்த விஷயம். இது மற்ற சயின்ஸ் மாதிரி கிடையாது. இது கம்பேரிட்டிவ் ஸ்டடி. அதெல்லாம் இங்க ஒர்க் ஆகாது. ஐ எம் டெல்லிங் யூ, தட் வில் நாட் ஒர்க் ஹியர். See, I know a great professor in US. He has got some 10 commentaries of Bhagavad Gita. In his table, he has got all 10 commentaries of different schools of thoughts. Imagine how his head would be cluttered. Bhagavad Gita, as it is, also is having. And Holy Gita also is having. And all other Gitas also. Chidbhavananda's Gita also is having. Anybody and everybody writes anything about Gita, he is having it. Why? Only I understand by comparing everything, then I will grow in my understanding. You will not grow in your understanding. You will grow in your confusions. If suppose a great Pandita has written something, you should not read it. If a Mahatma has written something, you should read it. காஞ்சி பெரியவா சொன்னா அது கேட்கணும். அதுவே பயங்கரமான ஒரு பண்டிதன் சொன்னா அதை கேட்க கூடாது. ஏன்னா Pandita's idea is not to enlighten you, to scare you. Pandita's idea is to scare you. You know how great scholar I am. You should not become a scholar. You should always become like this, because it is not your cup of tea. That is how his approach is. But the Mahatma wants you also to realize. So he absorbs all the heat and gives you the light. This fellow absorbs all the heat and he pours all acid on you. And he pours acid on you. So therefore, beware. Don't indiscriminately chumma read everything and listen to everybody. Any Tom, Dick and Harry passes by the side, I will go and listen. Sarva Mada Samarasam. இதெல்லாம் ஒர்க்கே ஆகாது. சர்வ மத சமரசம். There is no matham, there is no mind to think. What sarva mata samarasam? Matham means opinion, mind. Sarva mata samarasam means there is no mind to think. What is there samarasam? There is no samarasam. It's all nonsense, I tell you. People are, into nonsensical things. They become very, democratic and all inclusive. I won't reject anybody. All inclusive. You also comments it. You also comments it. All inclusive. எல்லாரும் ஒருத்தர் கட்டி பிடிச்சி மாரடிப்போம். See, it will not work. In this field, it will not work. Very clear. You follow the teaching of your teacher and you contemplate on it. Full stop. That is all you need to do. When you think it is not enough, once again, you are restless and you are not having that full trust. That's what it means actually. இங்க அரிப்பு இருந்துட்டே இருக்கும் சில பேருக்கு. உள்ள குடஞ்சிட்டே இருக்கும். அதுதான் சாஸ்திர ஏஷனான்னு சொல்றது. They can't keep quiet. புத்தகத்தை மூடி வை. This is the instruction of Yoga Swami. புத்தகத்தை மூடி வை. Close the book. Now don't close the book. Another 2 verses more. That is what is the instruction. So why I am saying all these things? Balaha api akane tad jnatvam. If it is said, even a child will understand this, what it means? It is the simplest truth. That is why I am saying, be a clean slate, you will know everything. If you confound yourself with so many ideas, you may not reach anywhere. Because truth is beyond all thoughts, all ideas, all concepts. No concepts will help you in this field. Yes, all these things are like that pole vault, that pole. You gain some height, but you have to drop the pole. Anyway, I have to drop the pole. If I drop into over, you cannot go up. So you need the pole. Therefore, your teacher's upadesha you take. Contemplate on it. Then you gain the height. Then that also should be dropped. Meaning what? You should go beyond all words, all concepts and ideas. Understand? Anyway, if the truth is beyond any words or ideas and concepts, why should you worry about philosophies? Let the philosophies be anything. Why should you worry about it? Anyway, it is not the truth. It is beyond. Okay, it may help me. Okay, take it up. But don't worry too much, because anyway, this is not the truth. Whatever is heard, whatever is spoken is not the truth. இதை முதல் கிளாஸ் சொல்லிக்கலாம் சுவாமிஜி. நாங்கள் அப்பயே போயிருப்போம் வீட்டுக்கு. அட்லீஸ்ட் கிரிக்கெட் மேட்சாவது பார்த்துருப்போம். இப்பயும் பார்க்கலாம் நீங்கள், ஃப்ரீ டைம் இல்லை அவங்களுக்கு. ஸோ த திங் இஸ் வாட்? Whatever is heard, whatever is spoken is not the truth. Whatever you contemplate, think is not the truth. Truth is beyond. Therefore, don't worry too much about differences in philosophies. Each philosophies are different. It is given to different people in different time for different temperamental people. So everything is fine and nothing is the truth. See, everything is good, everything is fine, will help you, but nothing is truth. Therefore, go beyond it. When you know this very clearly, you will not break with your head with this commentary, this bhashya, that bhashya. You understand? People ask me, Swamiji, why don't you listen to others' lectures? There are so many Swami Sannyasis coming. Why don't you go and listen? I will not go. Why, Swamiji? Ungalku romba ahankara. Only I should talk, nobody should talk. It is not that. What is the need? Tell me. What is the need? Only when there is need you go, na. When there is no need, why should you go? I am very clear. Ulladum pochil olla kanna aidum. If you go and listen to somebody, ulladum pochil olla kanna. Irukadum poidum bayam enakku unmeliye. Because everybody is talking their ignorance only. I know most of the people, even their great sannyasis in great ochre robes with banger flowing beard, they are only talking their ignorance. Very rare few whom you can't even recognize, they may talk something sensible. Others all talk only nonsense. They are expressing their ignorance only. Why should I go and listen to somebody's ignorance? Swamiji, adu ungalkum porundhane. Why should we come and listen to your ignorance? Why did you come? It's your prarabdha, I suppose. It is not my prarabdha to go and listen. Maybe it is your prarabdha to come and listen. What can I do? எனக்கு இது பொழப்பு, இந்த பொழப்பு நடக்கணும். வயிற்று பொழப்பு மாதிரி இது. I have to go on talking, na. So I will go on talking. Why are you feel compelled to come? Don't come. Already nobody is coming, Swamiji. That is fine now. Since because you have got the sankalpam, என்கிட்ட இப்போ என்னமோ இல்லை, அங்கே போய் கேட்டால் என்னமோ நடக்க போகுது, ஒன்றுமே நடக்காது. ஆமாம் சுவாமி, ரொம்ப கரெக்ட். 7-8 வருஷமா நீங்கள் வந்துட்டு ஒன்றுமே நடக்கல எங்களுக்கு. யூ ஆர் ரைட். சப்தஜாலம் மகாரண்யம் சித்த பிரமண காரணம். Samvadam Shunyan Nityam. Then the Falashruti is given now. In the 2 verses, Falashruti is given. Samvadam Shunyan Nityam. Samvadam Shunyan Nityam. Yadi Rama Vasistha Yoho. Sarva Vastapyasau Nunam. Mukti Margam Nigachati. Yadi means if Rama Vasisthayoho Samvadam Shunyan Nityam, if you listen to this Samvadam, conversation between Rama and Vasistha, Nityam means every day or always, if you listen, Sarva avastaha api asau Nunam Mukti Margam Nigachati. Certainly, you will walk this path with clarity, with conviction, without any doubt. Sarva avastapi means whatever may be the circumstances, you may not lose heart. Sarva avastapi. However adversarial the circumstances may become, you will not lose heart. Always, moksham, mukti margam nigachati. You will always walk in this path with lot of clarity and conviction, without any oscillation or doubt. This is very important. Only when you walk with conviction, with the idea that yes, this is it, then you can walk. Otherwise, always, confused and hesitated. Irkumo irkado, theriyaliye, 100% you will not give. Only when you are very clear, yes, this is it, there is nothing else to be done, then you plunge into it. For that, you should do the reflection on this samvadam between Rama and Vasistha. Anything may be your circumstance. Suddenly you may fall ill, or somebody you may lose. Whatever may happen, but nothing can distract you. Yeah, you may feel sad and all for some time and all, but nothing will distract you. With this clarity, with this conviction, you always walk in the path of liberation. That is the phalam, that is the prayojanam of this. See, actually, clarity is Guru's prasadam. தெளிவு குருவின் திருமேனி காண்டல், தெளிவு குருவின் திருநாமம் செப்பல், தெளிவு குருவின் திருவார்த்தை கேட்டல், தெளிவு குரு உரு சிந்தித்தல் தானே. ஹவு பியூட்டிஃபுல். இது இவர் தானே இவர் திருமந்திரம், திருமூலர் திருமந்திரம். So what is the prasadam given after ஞான யக்னம்? Not sundal or pongal. Sundal or pongal, if you eat, it will go away, and once again you need it. But here the clarity, that is prasadam given here. That is why you feel very joyful, after listening to a very good lecture, or after understanding this kind of things, you feel very happy at heart. Why? That is prasadam. Happiness is called as prasadam. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hani rasyopi jayate. With this prasada, all the dukkha is destroyed. So you feel very happy within. The more and more clarity you get, then you need not do anything. You just immerse yourself in that clarity, that light, and you become one with the light. More and more and more clarity, more and more you abide in the self. That is what happens when you read, understand, reflect on this samvadam between Vasistha and Rama. That is the prayojanam. Yat sarvam kaluvidam brahma tat jalani chasputam shrutya hyudiryate samni tasmai brahmatmane namaha. In the concluding verse, here the Valmiki says, Yat sarvam kaluvidam brahma. All this, Yat sarvam, all this, kaluvidam brahma. This is Brahma, Brahma Tattvam only. It's not Brahmaji. Four-headed Brahmaji is different. Brahman means what? That absolute. All this, kalu idam, idam means this. Sarvam, all this, muzhuvadum unmai. All this is Brahman only. There is nothing, even an iota, which is other than Brahman here. All this is knowledge. There is nothing other than the knowledge. Because only when it becomes the knowledge, you are aware of it. Otherwise, how you are aware? I don't understand really. How can there be anything other than the knowledge in this world? I don't really understand. எல்லாமே ஞானமா தான் உதிக்கணும், வேற வழியே கிடையாது. இந்த வருஷம் மாத்திரம் கிடையாது, 2024, no, not even 2024, 3024 also, 4024 also, 5024 also, everything should rise as a knowledge only in the heart. There is no other way. So sarvam kaluvidam brahma only. All this is knowledge only. Even about yourself you know, so knowledge only. Even about the world you know, knowledge only. About God also, whatever you understand is knowledge only. There is nothing other than the knowledge here. How can there be anything apart from this knowledge? I really don't understand. How can people think like that? There cannot be anything except this knowledge. Sarvam kaluvidam brahma. In that, see, beautiful, see, I was so impressed with this one word, Tat jalanitis chasputam. It is very clear. In that, jalani means what? Ja, everything is born. La, everything goes back, layam. And an means movement. See, jalani, in one word, everything is compressed. Ja, everything rises. La, everything goes back. An, that is movement. Movement means what? Everything resides in it. So, jalan. Chittirama migudallam semmalaye ninpale uttidamai nindre odungidumal. All this idea is put in one word, tat jalan. In that only everything ja rises, la goes back, an remains or moves, remains. Just putam, this is very clear. I was so impressed, amazed with the brevity of expression, you know. This I have not come across. This is in Chandogya Upanishad, it seems. So thrilled today morning to read and understand. In one word, everything is compressed. Tat jalan, jalani, iti chasputam. So everything rises, goes back and exists only in this Brahman, this truth. Shrutya ahi udiryate samni. Tasmai Brahmatmane Namaha. Shrutya means even the Vedas, Samni, through the Samaganam, through those, mantras, he udiryate, they also declare the same thing. In Chandogya Upanishad it is said, and Guruji quotes, Sarvam Kaluvidam Brahma, Tad Jalaniti Santa Upashita. See? Sarvam Kaluvidam Brahma, everything is Brahma, Chandogya Upanishad. Tad Jalan iti, the Jalan Varta Angen Ritirkar, Chandogya. Iti Santa Upasita, the Sadhu Santa, they worship, or Upasana Pannuang, they worship. So therefore, Shrutyahi Udiryate, even the scriptures, the Vedas, everything talk about this only. Through all their Samni means what? Sama, mantras. Tasmai Brahmatmane Namaha, that Brahman, which is my own self, Brahmatmani. I prostrate, I offer my salutations, I surrender. See how it is concluded? The first two words, the Mangala Charanam, what we read? Yatas Sarvani Bhutani. That's, what is that? Chitani cha yatraivopashamam yanti tasyai satyatmane namaha. Meaning what? Yataha, in which everything rises. Pratibhanti, stithani, remains. And yatraiva upashamam yanti, where everything goes back. Tasmai satyatmane namaha. That satyatma, I prostrate, offer my salutation. Here similarly, tat jalaniti, yat sarvam kaluvidam brahma, tat jalaniti chasputam, ki udiryate samni, tasmai brahmatmane namaha. So that Brahma, which is nothing but the self, I offer my salutations. Therefore here Guruji says, Upakrama and Upasamhara on the same note. Upakrama means the introduction. Upakrama, the first verse is the introduction. And Upasamhara means the conclusion. Both of them are in the same note. So it started with saying that the truth alone is, in that everything appears and dissolves. Here also it says truth alone is, which is Brahman, and which is expressing as I, Atma, the self, in which everything arises and everything dissolves and everything dances. So that one, that self, I surrender unto, I prostrate. How can you prostrate? By being that. Because there is no two there. One to offer prostration, one to accept prostration. There is only one. So nobody can offer or nobody can accept. So to remain in that is offering our salutation. So this is the essence of all teachings of all Upanishads. And this Yoga Vasistha is considered to be one of the very advanced, most profound texts among the Sadhu Sannyasis. Even Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, he says, go and read Yoga Vasistha. He recommends 3-4 books, One is Kaivalya Navadhitam, he recommends. And then Ashtavakra Gita also he recommends. And then Ribu Gita he recommends. And Yoga Vasistha. These are the 4 books he recommends. So Yoga Vasistha, 32,000 verses, but wonderful, I tell you. Lot of stories, anecdotes, this, that, most beautiful. So Guruji himself says, this Sara Sangrahah is to create some interest in you to go and study Yoga Vasistha. You understand? And then this Kaivalya Navadhitam is also Tamil text, but beautiful. It's the essence of all teaching. Tandavaraya Swami கொடுத்தது. That is Kaivalya Navanitam. And then of course Ashtavakra Gita also, Ashtavakra's teaching, so beautiful. And then Ripu Gita. So our idea is next to take Ashtavakra Gita. After finishing Uddhava Gita, Ella Gita one finished. Why are you not yet finished? You are finishing everything. Why are you not yet finished? So Bhagavad Gita finished. And Bhikshu Gita, Uddhava Gita finished. Rama Gita finished. Ramana Gita finished. Now Uddhava Gita. Sorry, not Uddhava Gita. What is that? Ashtavakra Gita. See, once when I was in Sri Lanka, we were taking this. Guruji visited at the time for some yajna, jnana yajna. He casually asked me, what are all the classes you are taking? What's happening here? With so much hesitation, I just told him, Swamiji, I am taking Ashtavakra Gita. Huh? Ashtavakra Gita? Ray? Who is listening? He asked, who is listening? What do you know about it? He was wanting to ask, but very polishly asked, who is listening? Ashtavakra is something very exalted. So that we will see in the classes there, maybe in Chennai or wherever Lord wills, we will have that. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So by His divine grace, we have completed Yoga Vasistha Sara Sangrahah in 2 of these camps. Completed totally. I feel this is the essence of Yoga Vasistha. Brilliant exposition by Swami Tejomayanandaji. So I am very satisfied. I don't have any idea to go and read again and all. I am satisfied with the Yoga Vasistha Sara Sangrahah, and I am very grateful to our Acharyas, to Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi and to the Lord Arunachala for helping us to study, understand.